the issue has been ignored for a very, very long time. And yet also, even when we discovered the importance of AMR in public health, affecting health, but also affecting the economy, we have not been able to move quickly enough to put resources to be able to tackle this problem as quickly as possible. And I refer this to a pandemic, because it's a real silent pandemic that if we ignore it further, then it's likely to affect even more populations and affect our economy even worse than it has been for COVID.
Suffice to say that there is rampant use of antibiotics without need for, as you know, commonly people with even a common cold, they go to the pharmacy and just get some antibiotics and they swallow. In the hospitals, the same thing. We have done a few studies around our hospitals, and sometimes it's amazing to find 80% of the patients are on antibiotics without a very good result. So we're trying to work on that to reduce that kind of rampant use of antibiotics.
Being a public health and epidemiology, I used to be working in a hospital, so I come from a hospital background. Again, dealing with patients like in the ICUs and all over the hospital, and seeing the real cost of AMR and seeing people like really losing their lives out of AMR. That was really an eye-opener, and I believe that there's a lot that needs to be done on this aspect. So the problem is that antimicrobial resistance is not a one-man show. It's like everybody does play a role in this.
When one looks at the statistics of 2019, we lost almost 1.3 to 1.4 million people because of drug-resistant infections.
There is quite a lot, especially when you look at the HIV circles, and we are a country with quite a high prevalence of HIV. You do realize that antimicrobials cut across antiparasitics, antifungals, antibiotics, and many more. So that's very important when you look at that population, that we strengthen how we manage antimicrobial resistance in there.
There is a serious gap of clinical input. The technologists are trained, they are independently doing some work and churning out reports. But some of the reports are counterproductive. They are promoting actually antimicrobial resistance. The COVID pandemic and the ongoing viral pandemics, one after the other, influenza A, monkeypox, and so many others, all of them are indirectly connected to AMR, because we have seen that COVID itself promoted a lot of azithromycin use and a lot of macrolide resistance. Just in 1 year it increased, skyrocketed. So these problems have to be now sorted out. The clinicians have to be on the same slate, they have to come to the same page. A lot of AMS efforts have already borne fruit. People are aware, clinicians are aware, even patients are aware. So in the coming 3 to 5 years, we will see a lot more action.